Hello friends, this is Kim Fincher with Chaos Manager or Manager of Chaos, and I just started or kind of restarted posting on my YouTube with a dream and a vision to reach, help sisters, mothers, daughters, young women in the trenches who need a friend. That's you. I'm going to start this channel by giving different tutorials from homemade laundry soap, which is something that I first started as a young mom when I was getting into natural medicine and getting away from the common healthcare system. I'd love to share with y'all how we haven't needed a hospital and we do not have or use health insurance in the last, it's been, since my youngest was born, he's 8. I only went to have my birth there. It's a whole nother story. Wish I would have done a home birth. But before that, my middle child, who is now 13, he was found out kind of by accident, kind of by faith, that he was having adverse reactions, allergic reactions to each time he would go to the hospital to get the, thing that they're given. Children are given more and more each year. So yes, this is a channel where anti-that is safe, where chemical-free homes are safe. We're protesting to the fundamental foundations which most of our society just follows, is safe. We are managers of chaos here, and if you're trying to manage the chaos and you need a safe place to pick the best route, if you're researching all the things, I would love to be your best buddy, your friend. I can share with you all the knowledge and information that I've learned the last 16 years of this journey with you. And I would love for you to tag along if this is your first time here, so you can hear more of my story, and make sure you subscribe and make a comment and say hello to me so I know I'm reaching somebody today. Not getting too deep into it, we'll take it slow, our friendship. I'd like to share with y'all how to make a chemical-free laundry soap. Now, I did it the traditional way, which was make everything liquid, but I was getting chunks in it. So now, what I do is, and I don't actually like to put my face in the videos, so that's intentional. I like to be a hands doing things and a voice. So if that doesn't bother you, this is a Kirk's soap. I get these either at Walmart or Amazon. Now I have a link to get them on Amazon. I think they're $10 for 3 or 4 of them. You might be able to get them cheaper at Walmart though, so make sure you check your Walmart first. And I do get compensation. I think it's like 3% for that item. This is a Kirk's fresh scent. So you can get fresh scent, and there's also fragrance free, which they didn't have. So the fresh scent does have, it's supposed to be a natural fragrance, and I try to do everything natural or fragrance free because the chemicals create lots of hormone imbalances and allergens, and it just creates a lot of havoc. So you want you a bar that is not like the Fels Naphtha and Zote. They have their chemicals. So if you want one that's without that, this is your best option. Or making it from scratch, which I also do. I have some here that I made from scratch. These bars didn't turn out right, but my family loves these. They're more expensive. You can make them cheaper, but the way I did it was more expensive. So I just started buying these. But I can also show you how to make the homemade ones. So basically I'm going to turn this into liquid. I'm going to dissolve it. I'm going to shred it. I do 2 bars. I add this to 1 gallon of water, and that's going to give you a concentrated liquid, which I'll show y'all. Now I'm actually almost out. That's why I'm making some today. That's what's left of it. And then, so I will use 1/4 to 1/2 cup of this. I put it directly in my washer. I'll show y'all my washer so you can see what I do. So I put it directly in the drum on top of the clothes. And then I will put some homemade vinegar in here. You can also do just distilled vinegar. This is a apple scrap vinegar that I made. I also have a video on how to make apple scrap vinegar. And so the vinegar I find helps with my underarm hormone smell that I've been getting since I've been going through perimenopause. And then I will put 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons, depending on, you know, my mood. Basically, it will work with 1 tablespoon for sure. Sometimes I just throw in an extra one, and I will tell y'all what that is. Show y'all. That is. Bring y'all back over here, and I'll put the ingredients to make that on the counter. So this is what I use. You can use the Arm & Hammer washing soda. You can use borax. Borax is kind of controversial. There's a lot of information on it. Might be harmful, so I don't use that one just because I don't know. And I also use baking soda. So equal parts. I just fill up a jar, mix it. With a tablespoon of that, I put 1/4 to 1/2 cup of my liquid Castile soap bar, and that is what I use. Now I wasn't using the vinegar, but I was noticing my underarm and my shirts were still smelling. I haven't had that issue since I put in the vinegar. So that's from perimenopause hormones. I am 46 and I've been going through perimenopause for some time. So if this type of thing interests you, I'd also like to know what other things you friends would need help. So the main thing is frugal living on a low income or single income, because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm a homemaker. To me, a homemaker is a profession that I've chosen in order to stretch, like a yoga, the money that my husband brings in. So it's a career, it's a profession. It's not just I'm staying home because it's cheaper than putting my kids in daycare. It's a choice that we made to raise our children, to homeschool them. I actually unschool my children, which is a whole different thing. I can do a video on that too if you'd be interested in what unschooling entails. And also on why we do what we do as far as for chemical free and also no health care. And really my goal is not only to make stuff from scratch, to make stuff cheap, but to make it as nutrient dense as possible. And that's kind of my passion. I guess you would call that my niche, because I don't see a lot of people doing that together. And it's kind of like Schrader, what's her first name? She does Whole Foods cooking. Let me get her cookbook and I'll show you. Mary Schrader is one of my inspirations. And I also watch Laura League. Laura League has a lot of, I'm actually a subscriber to her YouTube. She has a Facebook and a YouTube. I highly recommend her on all kinds of frugal tips. Most of it I do myself, and her ebook comes with a membership. I was like, dang, I need to do this. So she's very inspiring to me. If I ever sit down, I will have a whole book to share with y'all. And when I get enough followers and can monetize. My goal is to be able to raise money for our home fund. We have a lot of issues with our home. It's as old as me and it's fallen apart, and we really don't have the extra money to fix it up. So that's why I'm trying to do this more professionally. It's been a hobby for a long time, as you can see all the previous posts I've done, and so I'm trying to get back on here and just help y'all to be able to manage the chaos, be your friend, be your coach or your encouragement, and give you some tips on how to stretch your money, how to make things from scratch. So let me know what you would like to see next. I also have a plethora of videos already available, like the apple scrap vinegar one, and I think I have one on water glassing eggs because I had chickens. I'm gonna do ducks in the spring. I'm gonna get hen ducks, only I prefer duck hens over chickens for many reasons. Bigger eggs, they don't flap in your garden. I also do gardening. That's how I get a lot of my ingredients to make things highly nutrient dense without it costing a lot. I highly recommend getting started in herbs. You can do mint. Mint is like the easiest herb, and lemon balm is like a weed. It will totally take over, just like mint. I got dogs and cats in the background. So welcome to my channel. If you stuck along this long, thank you so much. I hope you will stick around, and I will be able to encourage, uplift you, and bring some value to your life. God bless.